Hi guys, in a previous video I pinched the wire or the cable off this old USB mouse that's in the shape of a car. I think it's supposed to be a BMW actually, but not that it matters. And having pinched the cable off it, I've now thought, why don't I make that into a working car? So I've had a rummage in my bits and pieces box. That's the gearbox and back axle from a toy radio controlled car. And that's the steering off another radio controlled car. You can see I've used them on various projects from the amount of hot glue stuck to them. But I reckon that those wheels will fit on the back. And with a bit of modification, those wheels will fit on the front. And we'll have a rather silly looking car. I'm not going to make it radio controlled, I'll make it wire controlled, which is what I pinched the wire off this mouse for originally. I wanted the cable so that I could control another car. So I'll just glue it together, connect up the wires, and to make it interesting I'm going to use this, which is a little games console, and I'm going to intercept the buttons on this side, left, right, forwards, backwards, to control that car on the end of a piece of wire. Got another USB lead here, stripped the end off already, so we've got 4 wires, white, blue, green and orange. That's the blue and white connected to the forwards backwards motor, as I like to call it, and the green and orange connected to the steering. So we'll glue all that in place. Nice bit of hot glue. Just check it with a little 9-volt battery. So white and blue is the forwards backwards. That looks okay. Left and right. Yep. That looks fine. So let's take this fella apart. I think what I might do is I'll just pop some batteries in there first and see if it actually works. Nah, doesn't look like it is working. Which doesn't matter because I'm going to take it apart anyway. Right, there we are. Those contacts there are the forwards, backwards, left, right. So I'll intercept the circuit board and connect up a battery and the wires. The rest of it is surplus to requirements. Just do a close-up shot of the printed circuit board before I modify it. So these are the 4 buttons, the left, right and forwards, backwards. I have to cut the circuit board and attach the wires. Not sure how clear this will be, but I've cut through the track just there, just there, just there, there, there and there. This particular contact is going to be a bit of a problem. Sorry, not that one, this one. Because the wire going from the center tap is very thin all the way around and ends up in there, so I'm going to have trouble making a solder contact to it. The other ones I've got nice fat bits of copper plate that I can actually solder onto, but that centre one's going to be a bit of a problem. That's the circuit diagram. I'll include that at the end. So I'll get on and do some soldering. I'm going to use two 9-volt batteries. It's far more than the motors need, but it's just convenient to use those because they'll fit. One will fit inside the existing battery box and the other one can just sit on top of it. Because I need two batteries, so I've got positive, negative, negative, positive. That's wired up. It's not entirely clear what I've done because there's a couple of wires that go through the back and then come back round there, so that point there is connected to that point. Black wire there, that very thin track I was worried about, is connected to there. What else have we got? That track is connected up to that track. Yeah. It is as per diagram, so you'll have to look at the diagram to figure out what's gone on. Up together, one battery on top, one battery underneath. I'm a little annoyed, there's a couple of mistakes I've made. I've managed to get the forwards and backwards reversed, so backwards goes forwards and forwards goes backwards. And the other thing I forgot to do, so I drilled a hole in the top of it that I wanted the wire to come out of, and I forgot to put the wire through it, so I've had to stick it out from underneath. So we've got steering. I've got the steering the right way round. But I'm totally confused because I got forwards and backwards reversed, and I'm getting get it all mixed up. Oh dear, Grandad. Which way do you want? Right and forwards. Yes. Left and backwards. Yep. Right and forwards. Yep. Left and backwards. Yep. Right and forwards. Yep. Left and backwards. There we go. So, it's working. It doesn't look pretty, but we have a wired remote control that cost me 50p. And it works. So, job done. I'll put the wiring diagram on. So it's the same as the previous one I did. It just gets a bit complicated trying to cut into the circuit boards.